Welcome back to day 30 of my Perfectly Imperfect Beautiful Life. And today I just wanted to refer to a quote that I saw recently. And the quote said, "If you dislike someone, dislike them alone. Do not recruit others to join your team." And I'm going to tell y'all right now, this is probably going to be one of my favorite quotes from now on. Because one of my biggest pet peeves is when people do just that, when they talk about other people hoping that other people will feel the same. And so I'm going to give an analogy in reference to when I want to see a particular movie. So let's say that I see a trailer that I love, and and I plan on going to go see this movie, and then another person goes and sees the movie and comes back to me and says, "Oh man, I didn't like the movie. I don't think it's worth it. You should just wait later till it comes out on DVD or on Netflix." That never stops me from going to go see the movie, because if I wanted to go see it and I saw the trailer and it was intriguing, then I'll go see it. I'm not going to listen to another person's opinion about it. I need to be able to see it for myself, and I'll make my own opinion about it. I feel the same way when it comes to people in relationships. If you meet a person and you dislike them, keep that to yourself. And if you can't keep it to yourself, share it with someone who is mature enough to handle it. Because the immature person will also dislike the person as a result of you not liking them. They don't really know the person. They may know them, and they're also miserable. So they will choose not to like that person as well in their own immaturity. But the mature person may just listen. The mature person may challenge you and say, "Sounds kind of like you," or "How were you feeling that day when you met that person?" Or maybe that person had a bad day. Or just not have an opinion at all about the person at all, as a result of it. This is what a mature person will do. And I credit my mom so much for this, because I remember being in middle school and I was talking on the phone. This is when I probably was talking on the phone. I started talking on the phone a whole lot. But I remember having like that long cord, and I was going off about some girl that I was upset with at the time. And in the midst of me going off about this girl, my mom hung up the phone. And I looked at my mom and she was like, "We don't gossip in this house." She was like, "If you have a problem with the person, you go to that person. Don't try to get an army against that person just because of your singular experience with the person." And I've held that with myself for dear life for the rest of my life. And I can remember having another experience where I was out with my mom somewhere, and a friend came up and asked me about somebody I may have disliked. And I remember making it, like, instead of answering the question, I made a face like, did something like that. And I remember wanting to go somewhere that night. And my mom was like, "You must not want to go." And I was like, "What?" She said, "You see that face that you just made?" She was like, "Was that person's experience with the person?" And I was like, "No, I don't know." And she was like, "But you just gave an informed opinion about someone that was negative and implanted or potentially implanted it in somebody else. And it was just unnecessary. It was uncalled for." She was like, "We don't do that in this house." And I don't know if my mom knew exactly what it was that she was doing, but something so small was so powerful. And so to this day, I hold on to that. If somebody tells me about somebody else, again, I will challenge. If it's negative, I will challenge it, or I'll just listen. And I don't consider it, because there's some people who will say, "Well, if you're my friend, then you should be with me." I don't necessarily agree with that. Now, am I going to back you up as my friend? Of course, but do I have to dislike somebody else as a result of you disliking them? I don't always agree with that, unless this person was abusive, unless this person possibly had your life on the line, something like that. But I'm just not going to automatically just dislike people. I don't work in that kind of energy, you know. And I don't want to really be attached to somebody who has that expectation of me. It's not fair. If you have a beautiful experience with somebody and I don't like them, I still want you to have a beautiful experience with that person. Even if I don't like them, I wouldn't want to take that away from you. If you're my friend, if you're somebody I love, you know. And so I just want us to be mindful of trying to create these armies, as my mom put it, as a result of your negative experience with someone. And I'm not going to say that I've been perfect. I definitely haven't. I have had moments, isolated situations where I may have been frustrated or gotten upset or not liked a person based off of my own experience and vented. And my conscience kills me. I don't know if y'all like me, but I will stay up all night thinking about it. And I will literally get up the next day and call or text the person and say, I was feeling this way. I shouldn't have said this. You don't know this person, or I know you know this person, and this is not your experience with this. It's just not right. So let's just be mindful of our actions when we have isolated moments of being frustrated, angry, or disliking a person. We don't have to recruit teams. It's not needed. It's just not necessary. You wouldn't want anybody to do it to you, you know? So don't do it to anybody else. All right, that's it for day 30. Tomorrow is day 31. And I am going to wrap it up talking about my experience over this 30-day process. Have a great day. Bye.